Hola, bienvenidos a la clase de español. So hello and welcome to Spanish class. My name is Erin Kregar and I do teach Spanish here at the high school. I am originally from the Western Pennsylvania area, so I taught outside of the city of Pittsburgh for 4 years before I came to Lancaster County, and I'm now starting my 5th year here at Cocalico. This year I teach Spanish 1 and 2 in the fall. In the spring I'll teach AP, and I have taught Spanish 3 in the past as well. Part of our daily routine here in the hybrid schedule is that each day students will log on to their computer. If they're at home, they will make sure to log into the Google Meet for that day and begin the warm-up. If students are here at school, they'll complete the same warm-up so that we can review that together. This warm-up is designed to engage students in the content from the day before, as well as just to get their brains starting to think in Spanish. This is a great opportunity for students to look back in their notes, ask questions, and clarify any content from the previous day's lesson. We will then typically answer a trivia question together. Sometimes these are really easy questions, sometimes they're more difficult, but they do help us to learn a little bit about the culture each day. And then we'll begin our first activity. It is important that students are on time to any Google Meet sessions when they're at home so that they don't miss any crucial announcements or any new content or notes that are given. Students each day will have an opportunity to work individually or in small groups or pairs. And sometimes we will work together as a whole group. I feel that it's important that students collaborate together and help develop those skills of communication with other students in their class. Each day, we will try as much as possible to work on the 4 language skills: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Our tests and projects will include these 4 skills. It's important to develop fluency that students work at all 4 of these skills simultaneously. So in class, students will be completing speaking activities together, both more formal, such as presentations, or informal to just converse with a partner in the language. Assessments, students will be quizzed every week due to the hybrid model. If students are in school on Mondays and Tuesdays, they will take their quiz on Tuesday. And if they are in school on Thursday, Friday, they will take their quiz on Thursday. These quizzes will have a variety of questions. They might be fill in the blank. They might include a listening section. There might be a reading selection where they have to answer questions. Students might be translating sentences, and most quizzes will include a speaking question. There are several reasons that I include this question. One is because speaking is an important part of developing fluency, and so I want to be able to give the students feedback on how they're doing in terms of their speaking, but also because we take a speaking final at the end of the year. So the students will take 2 finals, a written final on Schoology, and then they'll also take a speaking final. So they will just sit and ask and answer some questions with me one-on-one in the classroom. Students will also have different projects assigned throughout the year. These might focus on the 4 different skills. So one project might be more about writing, one project might be more about speaking in a group or just sharing a presentation to give the students a well-rounded approach to developing their fluency. If students need help, I encourage them to reach out as soon as possible. Because language is a progressive progress, we really want to address any misconceptions early on. And students will see concepts occur throughout the year, so it's important that they really study and practice on a daily basis. I typically do not assign nightly homework, so it's important that students practice their vocabulary each night. There is a lot of vocabulary in Spanish 1 and also in Spanish 2. And so I encourage the kids to practice with their Quizlets every night, 5 to 10 minutes. This will help them feel more comfortable, and memorization of vocab is better done over a series of evenings rather than cramming the night before the quiz, especially since they'll see these words appearing over and over and over again. Some ways that students can get help if they're experiencing difficulty is I may host different office hours on Google Meet, and students will be made aware of that on Schoology. We also offer after-school academic support here at the high school with different teachers. That is Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays from 2:45 to 3:45. Students can see me for more information about that. And then I do also offer a lot of resources on Schoology. If students are absent, they want to make sure they check any assignments on Schoology, and they can communicate with that with me via a Schoology message as well. It is important that students try to arrive on time for those Google Meets as well, so that I can accurately give attendance for the day. If students do have to miss a class, I typically give about 5 school days to make up any work. After that, I will place a 0 in PowerSchool as a placeholder until they make up those assignments. That really just serves as a reminder to the student and to me that we still have work to do for the semester. I do really encourage students to be in class as much as possible because we work on skills that are hard to replicate outside of the classroom, such as speaking and listening. It's really important that they are here or online as much as possible. I'm really excited that your child has chosen to learn in a Spanish classroom this semester. We know that one of the great things employers are looking for is great communication skills. And that is definitely a skill we will work on throughout the semester together. We know that there are many Spanish speakers worldwide, which opens up a great number of jobs to your student if they can list that they are fluent in Spanish on their resume. If your child is looking for admission to a college, many schools are looking for 3 years of a language. And so we do offer Spanish 1 through 4, as well as some advanced courses that can meet those needs. Some advanced courses that we do offer are Hispanic Film and Culture. This is offered in the fall. Spanish for Careers is offered in the spring, and AP Spanish is also offered in the spring. These 3 courses are advanced courses, as I mentioned, so they come after Spanish 4. So students must complete Spanish 1 through 4 in order to be eligible to take these courses. To do so, students want to consider doubling up in their language classes. So as a sophomore, they might take Spanish 2 and 3. As a junior, they might take 3 and 4. And that opens up the availability to take these advanced courses in their junior and senior years. These courses are conducted primarily in Spanish. The AP Spanish course is an advanced placement course offered through the College Board, and students can take the AP exam. And based on their score, 1 through 5 on that exam, they can earn college credit. It does differ from college to college, so students will want to look at the school that they are considering and see what opportunities they might have based on the score that they receive on their AP Spanish exam. We do also offer the Global Scholars Program here at Cocalico through the Pennsylvania State Modern Language Association. This is a credential that will appear on the student's transcript. You can see the requirements here. These occur across all 4 years of their career here at Cocalico High School. We will host a meeting on October 1st for students who are interested in learning more about this program. That will be held on Google Meet, and they will receive the code through a Schoology message or a Schoology announcement later in the week. But this program looks really great for employers and colleges to show that students took the extra step to make sure that they are ready to compete in a global marketplace and be present in a more global world that we live in today. Last year, we were looking to host our first Multicultural Night. Unfortunately, due to the school closures for COVID, we were not able to. We are looking at some opportunities for this year, so we just want you to be on the lookout for more information about a Multicultural Night this year. In addition, we typically offer some different activities and field trips through our Spanish language program. One is World Language Career Day, and the other is World Language International Day. We also offer the Hispanic Flamenco Ballet, typically for Spanish 2 students. That will not be offered this year due to the lack of field trips and the COVID protocols for this year. But do be on the lookout in the future that we may open that opportunity up to students in following years. And we also typically offer a trip to Costa Rica every other summer. We typically travel in the even summers. So 2018 was the last time we traveled. We were not able to travel in 2020 due to COVID. And we will hope to get more information out about future trips. But just so students are aware, they must have completed at least Spanish 2 and then be signed up for the next level of Spanish in order to go on the trip. This would count as an extracurricular activity for a Global Scholars student, and there can be some opportunities for community service as part of this trip as well. If you have any questions, please email me at ekregar@cocalico.org. Here on Schoology is where you can navigate our course page. This is for Spanish 1. This is what the Spanish 2 course looks like. They both are pretty much the same in terms of the folders and where things are located. So on the top of the page, you can see some school information along with the requiz policy. And then students can also locate the folder for this week. In this folder, they will see a folder for each day, as well as maybe some announcements or topics for quizzes and other important information. In the folder for that day is where students would begin with the Google Meet code, the link to their warm-up activity, and then any other links or assignments will be listed here in the folder. Under the chapter folders, students can locate resources for each chapter that are additional study tools. So in the Chapter 2 folder, we are currently in Chapter 2 for Spanish 1. There's a vocab list. There might be some speaking questions. There's a folder for notes. So any notes that I give any new vocab or grammar topics, they can see a vocab list, or they can see the Google Slides along with a video lecture of those notes. And this is maybe the most important folder for them. This is for more practice. This is where students can go if they finish an assignment early and have extra time in class. This is a great folder to go to study for a quiz and to not just look over notes, but to actually practice through different activities. So for the first section of a chapter, they can find the Quizlet as well as some other games. And then there will always be a Quizlet for all of the chapter vocabulary. So this is a great place to go for nightly homework, to be able to study the Quizlet and stay on top of their vocabulary. They can also see the resources folder, which have some different resources that we use here in class, like Flipgrid and Edpuzzle. There's also a video about how to add accents on their computer. And then the past lessons folder, they can see every week and go in and complete missing assignments or locate old assignments. And then there's also this I want to learn more Spanish. So there are different resources in here if your child wants to go above and beyond and learn at their own pace. There's Duolingo, Babbel, and some different other free resources on here. Students are welcome to use these in class if they've finished their assignments or while they're at home. As I said, if you have any questions, please message me on Schoology or email me at ekregar@cocalico.org. Adios.